It is the beginning of the end of the Karen Reed murder trial. Week 9 officially started earlier today. The defense is closing in on their final witness today with the hopes of possibly wrapping things up by midweek here. NBC 10's Manoj Kongwari live for us in Dedham. Manoj, good morning to you. We are truly getting down to the wire here.
That's exactly right. And right now we're hearing from a crash analysis expert testifying about the damages to Karen Reed's car and whether or not they are consistent with a pedestrian crash. But before him, we listened to a retired forensic pathologist who used to serve as the chief medical examiner in San Bernardino, California. Greeted by more than 100 people, all dressed in pink, Karen Reed and her defense team escorted to the Norfolk Superior Courthouse for day 29 of testimony.
Commonwealth versus Karen Reed.
Reed is accused of hitting her then-boyfriend, John O'Keefe, with her SUV in the early morning hours of January 29, 2022, and leaving him to die in the snow. She claims she is being framed by law enforcement.
I do.
With only a couple witnesses left to take the stand, the defense today putting Dr. Frank Sheridan on the stand, a retired forensic pathologist that in his career conducted nearly 14,000 autopsies. He examined O'Keefe's autopsy, toxicology, and pictures of him following his death. What caught his attention were the cuts found on O'Keefe's right arm. Take a listen.
What is your opinion regarding whether those injuries are consistent with being struck, with an individual being struck by a vehicle?
I would say no, it doesn't look like that at all. If it's a significant impact at all, you're going to get bruising, and we don't have any bruising here.
But prosecutors say while Sheridan is a medical expert, he did not serve as one on this particular case.
Understandable, but this isn't an autopsy you performed yourself, correct?
I did not perform myself, no.
You never saw the body, you're looking at photographs and reports, correct?
Yeah, I'm going by the photographs and the autopsy report, yes.
Now, Dr. Sheridan went on to say that the cuts that were found on O'Keefe's arm could be consistent with a dog attack. This is important because the home that John O'Keefe was found in front of belonged to a man named Brian Albert, who at the time owned a dog named Chloe, whom he described on the stand earlier in this trial as being aggressive. But of course, Albert maintains that O'Keefe never went into his home the night in question. In any event, right now we're live here in Dedham. Manoj Kongwari, NBC 10 Boston.
And that dog's whereabouts have yet to be verified. Manoj, thank you so much. And of course, you can watch the testimony live on our sister station, NECN. It's also on our websites, our YouTube page as well. And then, of course, you can go beyond the headlines on Canton Confidential and get a recap of what happened inside that courtroom every weeknight, 7 o'clock, right here, only on NBC Boston.